Hello. So I'm gonna start doing these vlogs, I think. Maybe daily, maybe weekly, possibly sporadic. Most likely sporadic. But I'm gonna start this one off with a little bit of a personal rant or just like trying to get stuff out of my off my chest, right? Um but first, let's just say my hands are very red right now. I'm dyeing yarn, lots of yarn, and I'm also washing a alpaca fleece. That's super high in VM. She said it was this is from the Spinners Trade Group, Spin a Pound Get a Pound off Facebook. It's alpaca, and she said it was medium VM level, which means vegetable matter if you aren't a spinner, which means because obviously this animal spends a year with fleece, with wool on it, with fiber on it, and it eats a bunch of hay, and it's in nature, so it's gonna get hay in hay on its hair, hay on its fiber, and like poop and flower dead heads and seed heads and a bunch of stuff, right? This one has so much. It's definitely not a medium. It's a high. It's on the high level. So I made that point across to her, and I'm washing it all. And once I pick it, I hope most of it, once I pull it apart, once I pull it apart and pick it, hopefully a lot of that comes off. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about was an experience that's been happening, something that just happened recently. So I have a cousin of a cousin. That's what he actually is. We've met maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I think it was probably 3 years ago. The same year he came back from DR, or he came here from DR, Dominican Republic. We've been friends, and we actually got pretty close. We were friends. We consider each other pretty much brothers, right? He was dating this older guy who was like it was an abusive relationship, and he took my advice and left after a couple years of being with him and whatever, right? So we got really close after that. Before that, we were also really close, but after that, we got kind of close. We got pretty close. And we've had issues before with him, like not saying the truth and not being completely honest about everything. But this week, we went out to a club in Brooklyn. Things got really weird, and he wasn't being honest, and I left. Then we were gonna go out again on this past Thursday to a Fania remix club thing. I can't really explain it, but we're gonna go out, and we were talking about it throughout the day, texting about it throughout the day. It's 8 o'clock. I'm out of work, and I'm like, where are you? Oh, I'm at a friend's house smoking. I'm like, okay, but we were supposed to go out. So I just left it at that because we spent the whole day talking about it, and then you canceled on me. I brought it up to him today, and he was like, I don't care, pretty much. And he's not really owning up to it. He's just giving me excuses, so it's kind of annoying because of that. But I just feel like I'm a bad friend. That's what I'm like. This is the second time this happened to me with friends. They either like disappear or just like stop making an effort, even after I point things out to them. So it's either I don't know how to pick friends, or I'm a horrible friend. And it hurts. It's kind of annoying. It hurts and it's annoying. And I have the feeling he's gonna come back because that's just what he does. And also, right now he's at some guy's house, and as I was texting him, I just knew it wasn't him that was responding. It was someone else responding for him. Because, as I said, he came to the States 3-4 years ago, so his English isn't great. And he doesn't text grammatically correct, and we usually text half English, half Spanish. This text was had bullet points, and he used like an ampersand correctly, and no Spanish at all. It was just a very weird message. It was a long message. There was zero Spanish, and it was pretty much grammatically correct with periods, like complete sentences and thoughts. Something he doesn't really do. Anyways, so yeah, so I know it wasn't really him, but it was just kind But now, what I'm gonna do is show you guys the yarn that I've dyed, because I'm gonna probably wind a couple more skeins from the cones tonight here in my bedroom, as I watch some Netflix until I fall asleep. Because my sister's at work today. She's working from 11 to 7 and then going to school. First generation life. And tomorrow I have work at the high school I went to. I'm a college counselor, coach thing. I help students, high school seniors, apply to college and do FAFSA and all that shit. It's so annoying, and I'm quitting in May. End of May, I'm done with that. It's just so stressful having 2 jobs, running your business, and being a full-time college student. I feel like I'm going bald because of that. Let me show you that. So this is all merino silk. This is radioactive grapes. Yarn, of course. This is Targhee sock in the good highlighter. This is Targhee sock in saltwater taffy. This is a test skein for radioactive on that new base. This is Yemaya on merino silk, which is a DK worsted. I think, well, no, after it's washed, I think it's more of a worsted actually. And I'm gonna measure it again and see before I put it up on my site. This is Wanda's fuchsia. Hopefully it's not tangled. It kind of looks tangled, and if it is, that's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I use this IKEA bed frame in my hallway, and that's where I hang all my yarn. On the stove, that's Don't Call Me Pumpkin. And yes, I do diamond balls. And this is red. It looks orange, but it's red. Alpaca. Dirty floor. More alpaca. And I have a fan on it because it takes forever to dry here because there's no windows around here. The windows are over there. And that's where the heater is too. There's a heater right there. So that's, I just put a fan here so it speeds up the process, and every so often I come and fluff things up. But yeah, I think that was alpaca or silk. But I think I kind of want to do these type of daily vlog type of things. Since I have an iPhone 7 now and I have more space, blah blah blah. I say a lot, right? I'm going to finish what's in the dye pots, finish washing that, but I don't really have to since I'm not using soap. I'm using Power Scour, and you can it doesn't have to be hot with this stuff, and it's also alpaca, so it doesn't have grease in it. It's just dirt, so it doesn't have to be hot. So I usually, if it's alpaca, I just kind of let it sit. If I forget about it, I don't stress out about it. So if it goes down to room temperature, I don't sweat it. Which means if I fall asleep and I haven't finished washing it, I will survive. I'll finish it in the morning. But I'm gonna get an orange and bring my laptop to the room and wind some yarn. Yes. So I lied to myself and to you guys because I am going to knit, eat oranges, and watch Life Below Zero on Netflix. I don't really feel like I'm mentally here. I've put in some work. I've dyed all the radioactive that I needed to. Like, people have bought, the ones that people bought, they've already been dyed. I dyed a couple other colors too, and I've dyed some new ones for my store. So it was like, I've put work in today, and I was also at school today, so like I did a lot, and I should reward myself with some binge watching of people living in Alaska, with some Vertices Unite shawl knitting. This is the right side actually. It's extremely dark, and is this connected? No, it's not. I'm gonna connect that, and then I'll make it work. better, right? Vertices Unite. So it's that big one that has like a bunch of little squares and it's very triangles. That's very segmented and has an I-cord bind off. I'm using a bamboo alpaca from Barocco. I think it's called like Filo or Folio, something weird like that. And then I have some silk that I got from Adida, who's someone I work with at Lion Brand. I think I have like 2 or 3 of those because she just wasn't gonna do anything. I'm gonna eat some oranges, and I'm watching Life Below Zero. But I'm gonna end this vlog right here. See you guys next time. I'm going to quickly edit this on my phone right now and keep watching Life Below Zero. Stay creative and try and stay positive. Bye bye.